And just like that, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the WFO Racing Network. This week we are live at Homestead with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. Final race of the season, race number 15. We got 8 drivers here tonight competing for the championship. And any of the other drivers, well, they're all competing for the win here at Homestead tonight. But one of these drivers, one of 8 drivers, will come out of here a champion. Yes, that's right. One of 8 drivers will come out of here a champion. And that is all going to depend on which one of these 8 amass the most points during the race. Who gets the most points? Who's going to be the next champion? Or can Justin Gann back up his championship from last season here at Homestead? Well, one of those drivers is Josh Kanata, driver of that 16 car. And if you look, not by a whole lot, but he is on top of the practice chart here at Homestead. Kanata in that number 16 car has been hot, especially at the later part of the season and in the chase. If there's 2 cars in the chase that we've seen be on a hot streak, it's the 16 car, and then, of course, it's this car right here. And I'll find it in a minute. He's in the race, too, the 22 car right there, Todd Cray. Those 2 cars have really amassed the chase wins. They're definitely both on a hot streak coming into Homestead tonight. But I'll tell you what, other drivers like the bootlegger right here, Tommy Haynes, this guy's been on fire. He's had a hot rod. Reading a message from Macaulay there. But he's got a hot rod week in and week out. And could Homestead be the win? Because if Homestead's a win for him this season, there's the championship. And it could happen that way for any of these 8 drivers. And we've seen all 8 of these drivers be fast as well. So we're going to take a look at some of the others. Some of the others as we go through here. The 00, he's sitting on pit road right now, but that's Nick Hunt. Nick is qualified well. He's had a hot rod, and I said the win was coming this season. So to be right on that, Nick's going to have to win it at Homestead tonight. And Nick is a driver that if he wins it here at Homestead, he'll likely be the champion. So there's 8 of these guys that it can go that way for. Another one, well, clicking the wrong button there. But another one is right here. Actually, he's not. He's probably not logged into the server yet. But we're on board with one that is also racing for a championship, and he's giving a teammate a little push here. I'm pretty sure the 17, the 56, the 00, all 3 of them on the same team here. And all 3 of them are in the chase. And Macaulay said he's running a little late, but he'll be here. We know he will. He'll get her figured out. Thought he had the PC on and it wasn't. Jessica, welcome back to the stream here tonight. I think you've been with us for all 15 of these things. And I know that you were watching a little bit last season too, so hard to believe that we are on the championship finale here at Homestead tonight. We're going to have a champion for this series. It's going to take 135 laps to figure out who that's going to be, though. And it could be one of 8 drivers, and all 8 of these drivers have shown speed. So that list of drivers include the 16 of Josh Kanata, the 22 of Todd Cray, multitasking, the 30 of Justin Gann, the 17 of Tommy Haynes, the 00 of Nick Hunt, And I believe Macaulay, Gary May's the 10, ain't he?
Yes, he is.
The gentleman, Gary May. Then you got the 5 of Chad Osborne. And then last but not least, the 56 of John Wimbish. The points are at 0 for these 8 guys, Macaulay.
Winner takes it all.
The winner takes it all, that's right. And with the way the competition is, I'm going to say that you're going to have to win the race to be a champion.
Yeah, you definitely are going to have to win.
But
I'd be shocked.
Here's a driver right here, though, sitting on pit road, driving that Busch car, the number 4, Andrew Mraz. Mraz is fast, man. He had some bad luck, got knocked out of the chase early, but it don't take the speed out of the car.
Yeah.
So if somebody could upset the field here tonight, I think driver number 4 would be the guy to do it. But we have a defending series champion right here with the 30 car, Justin Gann. You see him out on track right now. Gann's down on the practice speeds a little bit, but I don't think that's anything to be concerned about. Do you, Macaulay?
No concern here at all.
Gann's going to ultimately have speed. In a name that's not on that list, but he was last week, he was one of the drivers eliminated. That's going to be the 27 right here, Jonathan Cogswell. Man, Cogswell's had some great runs, but he just had a couple bad runs that kind of put him out of this thing, Macaulay.
Yeah. Playoffs, you almost have to be perfect.
You do, and we've noticed that from some of these guys, and we just talked about Mraz in the 4 car, and that's a prime example of what happens when bad luck strikes. I mean, we've seen him have, just back-to-back bad chase races where he was out early, Macaulay?
Yeah. Helped teammate.
And another driver, and he's kind of, I haven't seen him for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and you know who I'm talking about here. 6 wins last season. The car changed, and the wins went. They just weren't there for him like they were with the old car. And I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but he was another one that bad luck just put you right out of the chase, right out of the hunt.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, I definitely do.
And he hasn't even been here to hang out in the booth. I'm hoping everything's all right with Mueller.
Yeah, I hope so.
Had 2 Michaels when he was in the booth, so we go by Mueller and Macaulay.
Make it easy that way.
That's right. But we hope everything's okay, Michael Mueller, since we haven't had a chance to talk to you. He's a good dude. We had a lot of fun with him. Man, we got a lot of good drivers in here, though.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Going to make for a great race as we're on board with the 00 and Nick Hunt. Hard to believe it's the 15th race and the final one of the season, Mike McCauley.
No, they went quick.
Got 135 laps remaining right here at Homestead Speedway. That sounds familiar, Homestead. Oh, we might.
I don't like the way that sounds anymore.
You got some bad memories of that place, don't you?
I do. It was not a friend of mine.
So, man, I'm looking at these speed charts, and I want to show you something interesting right here, Macaulay. Look who's P2 on the speed chart.
The 00.
I think it was early in the season. I said running like that, he would get a win this season. You recall that?
Oh, I do.
And this is the last race of the season, so what if I'm right?
What if no better time, too?
Right. What if I'm right about that? What if I'm right about him getting a win this season? He could literally grab the championship with that win, Macaulay.
He could.
So we could technically be riding on board with the next champion. Theoretically.
Yeah.
There's 7 other guys in the field, though, that probably have something to say about that.
They think they have the best shot at it.
That's right. Everybody does. But, I talked about it early on. This 16 right here, Josh Kanata. What else is there to say? He caught fire when the chase started, and he's been on fire since, Macaulay.
Oh, he hasn't looked back since the chase started.
He hasn't. He's got 2 wins in the chase out of 5 chase races. And then we'll talk about the other driver that has the other half of those wins in a minute. Because out of 4 chase races so far, we've had 2 different winners, right, Macaulay? Kanata took down 2 wins, and then Todd Cray in the 22 won 2 others.
Yeah.
So both of these drivers extremely hot coming into the chase. I think Cray may even be a little hotter than the 16 coming into this.
Yeah, I think Todd Cray has actually won our past 2.
He went back to back, right.
Yeah, Kanata won the first 2.
Kanata was back to back the first 2. Cray back to back the second 2 chase races. And man, here we are at Homestead. Those 4 are gone. Heck, those 14 are gone. And now we're on race number 15, the final race, and one of those 2 names and 6 other guys, 8 drivers total, it's reset. They're at 0. So whoever amasses the most points at Homestead, they're going to be your next champion. And we may even have a defending champion.
Yeah, there's still a chance for that.
He's in the field, so that can happen. And now we're going to go on board with Mr. Hot Streak in the chase and P1 in practice right here at Homestead. And we're going to go on board with him for qualifying. Looked like he ran that upper lane. That was probably his warm-up lap, if I had to guess there, Macaulay.
Yeah, keep that momentum up.
Yep, here's the money lap right here. He's going to take it right down to the bottom in 1 and 2. Working off of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. See all the palm trees lined up down there. And they're letting out of it a little bit on corner entry, Macaulay.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
I did not think that.
Car looks a little bit tight, so he's going to bring it off 3 and 4 right here. And he'll shut it down right at the line. Kanata right to the top of the board. Just like that, Macaulay. But everybody hasn't qualified yet, and I'm really, really curious to get on board with this driver. He was P2 in practice, so we know he's got a hot rod. This is qualifying without the draft. Let's see what the 00 can do. Nick Hunt has been strong in qualifying all season long. So let's see. This is where we're going to see who put the most practice in, Macaulay.
Yeah, easily.
Who wants that championship the most? You know what I mean? Who's been working at Homestead?
Who put in the most work?
Look how smooth that 00 was through 1 and 2. Very smooth. I'd almost think he could have got a little bit more out of it, though. Down in 3 and 4 right here, picking the throttle back up nice and smooth. Look how tight the car is. He's going to come out of 4 to the start-finish line, and no, sir.
Not right now.
5th on the board. And he's running 2 laps, too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Both on the bottom, though. So maybe his 2nd lap will be the fast lap, Macaulay.
Yeah, you never know yet.
So we can't count him out. He just didn't do the 1st lap up by the wall. Well, see if it's better right here as he hits the line, and 3rd. So he picked up 2 spots on that last lap.
Yeah, not so bad.
Now we're going to go on board with the 14 at James Gannier. Boy, Gannier got everything he could out of 3 and 4 right there. I thought he was going to put us up in the bleachers, Macaulay. He's going to be 11th on the board right here, and it looks like he's going to shut her down right in the 11th position. And I think that's going to yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for qualifying, isn't it?
That's everybody.
That's everybody. We'll have a starting grid, Macaulay.
Yeah.
You believe that? So last night, if we had anyone tuned in, I figured out what happened to the stream other than the aliens, Macaulay.
Did you?
Yeah. Guy had the VPN turned on. don't do that because it'll absolutely destroy your upload. And I had it turned on the evening before, and I meant to turn it off, and I forgot. So it reminded me real quick when the stream went completely to crap. Well, let's just call it like it is. It went to hell in a handbasket, didn't it, Macaulay?
It did. It went down.
It went down, and it went down fast. So these guys, it shows them lining up right now, and technically they are, but they're not.
No, they're in a meeting right now.
Yeah, we're going to get a look at pit road right here because that's where the cars are going to line up, and we got to look at the number 4 car. And I'm not going to tell you where he's starting because we got to go over the whole starting grid here. And looks like we got 12 of them in the starting grid, so I'm going to do the first 6. Macaulay, you take the second 6.
All right.
We're kind of going to let a couple guys get on the pit road, though. In their cars, Macaulay. We want their cars out on pit road.
We'll give them some time yet.
We'll give them a couple of minutes. They take a little extra time on their warm-up so they can do a driver's meeting, and I think I've said that 15 times now this season.
Yeah,
so,
but who's counting?
I think everybody knows it. They probably know it better than I do by now, Macaulay. But this is exciting, man. Homestead, 135 laps, championship, Macaulay.
And they're
out.
They're going to go faster than you think, too.
8 drivers zeroed out for this race. And one of those drivers sitting on the pole position, and if I'm not mistaken, that's like 3 in a row for him on the poles.
Yeah.
That's
almost every week.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how a guy does it twice, let alone 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Just don't know.
I can't even do it once.
Oh, you'll get there. I think your problem is lack of seat time. Girlfriend competing for the butt kicker too much, man.
Taking it away from me.
That's right. So let us go ahead and pull that starting grid up for you. As they're starting to get in their cars. It's funny. We were talking about what we thought 2 of the hottest drivers were throughout the chase, and look at the front row, Macaulay.
Yeah, they're taking up.
Starting on the pole, one of those drivers is going to be the 16 of Josh Kanata. Into his outside in a 22 car, probably the hottest driver coming into Homestead is a 22 of Todd Cray. He's won the last 2 races, so is he going to make it 3 in a row at Homestead, or is Kanata going to grab it, or one of the other 8 guys, Macaulay?
Yeah, one way to find out.
We're going to find out in 135 laps, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Starting 3rd, he was 2nd fastest in practice. I said he would win this season, and he hasn't got there yet. Homestead could very well be the track he does it at. That's a 00 right there, Nick Hunt. Into his outside in 4th is going to be the bootlegger. And, man, the bootleggers will fly if
you having any right now.
Nope, but they'll fly if he's having any. If he wins it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You got any?
I'm stocked. I'm drinking one right now.
So you got fully stocked up for the broadcast. You didn't have any last night, though, did you?
No, I didn't.
You needed some. All right, so starting 5th, Justin Gann, the defending series champion here at the in the Hyperdrive Cup Series. Into his outside in 6th is going to be the guy not in the chase that could still potentially win it. That's the 4-car Andrew Moraz. So take it away, Macaulay.
In 7th, we got John Wibish in the Napa 56. And to his outside is Chad Osborne in the Red Bull number 5. Starting 9th is Gary Wells. Starting 9th. I think I already said that once. Starting 10th is Jonathan Cogswell. And round out the field is number 14 of James Gannier.
And that looks like it'll do it for our starting grid here at Homestead. For Chase race number 5, championship race number 15 on the season. So stick with us. We got 135 laps of racing action to bring you. And then we're going to have some interviews, and one of them is going to be with potentially a race winner / champion.
Yeah, that could be an interesting interview.
That's how it could go down, Macaulay. Could have a race winner / champion there.
Yeah.
So, yep, we do know that Nation, for a fact, turned the aliens loose on me last night, Macaulay.
Yeah, he definitely did do that.
The feller said he had a meeting and that we had to babysit him. Me and Garrett did. That did not work out. They crashed the whole internet. They even was messing with the iRacing server. That's how bad it got. There were
Yeah,
trucks
at the end there,
blinking. Yes, there were.
yeah, at the end.
We seen it. I mean, the guys in the race are like, man, there are people blinking all over the place.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be hopefully any blinking tonight. He did take the aliens back with him, so we don't have them no more, Macaulay. And that's a
He
good
took
sign.
He took him to McDonald's.
Yeah, he took him to McDonald's, bought them all quarter pounder.
Yeah.
That surprised you. I'm surprised he made it to McDonald's, to be honest with you. But
I'm shocked.
all right, so they're pacing now. That means we're getting closer to 135 laps, Macaulay. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
I got the chair pulled up, forgot to fill my drink up before I come in here, but damn it, I think I'll be all right. I think I can handle 135 laps. I'll do that with my eyes closed.
Yeah, they're going to go green all the way too. That's my prediction right now.
I'll close my eyes, Macaulay, and just call it. Taking a look at the front of the field right there. You see the 16 starting in the preferred spot. And then the 22 to his outside, Todd Cray. And, man, I'll tell you what, Todd is he's a racer. We know that because he's got, 4 wins on the season? 5, maybe?
Let's see. Todd Cray has 4 wins on the season.
But that feller is not a qualifier. And he's actually starting on the front row, Macaulay.
That's scary for the field.
Yes, it is. So the pace car's in, and we are green flag and racing in Homestead with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. And, man, Kanata didn't waste no time, did he? Oh, there's
No,
Nation.
He launched.
I told him that we give custody of the aliens back to you. Look at that 00. He's going after a spot right here, Macaulay. That's P2.
Yeah, and I don't know what these cars, what the preferred line is in these cars.
Oh, he's going to drift up the track a little bit, and I think he had to get out of the throttle there to stay out of the 22.
Yeah, I believe so.
Now we're side by side with the 30 and the 4 car. That's going to be Mraz and Gann. Yeah, I think that 00 had to check up right there. That car was just a little too tight. Look at the bootlegger, Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes wasted no time. He's going to try to get what he can, but he's going to lose the draft down the straightaway. And, yep, we didn't even mention that, but the draft's in full effect here, Macaulay.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be, but that showed it right there.
Man, we got some battles as watching the 4 there, side by side with the 00. He's going to take a spot. Look at Chad Osborne in the 5 car, the Red Bull machine. Osborne's going to slide in there in the 5th position.
Yeah, he's our biggest mover so far, too.
And I got to restart timing and scoring. That was causing an issue there. Good news is it's not no more. We got it right. Todd Cray, though, he was able to stave off the challenge from the 00, keep that P2 spot. But I'll tell you what, man, Kanata looks like he's on rails at the start of this thing. I mean, they're drafting down the straightaway, and they can't even get close enough to the 16 car to really sniff a draft from him, Macaulay.
No.
And we got
He's just keeping that gap.
we have Nation in the chat, but where's Nation at, Macaulay? Does anyone know? What planet is he on?
Who knows?
Nobody knows this stuff.
No.
Nobody. Couldn't even pretend it, could we?
No. Can't do that.
Look at Todd Cray, though. He must have heard me because he's tracking down the 16. And the chase driver the non-chase driver is right there in 3rd in that 4 car. Look at Nick Hunt, though, in the 00. I think he wants the spot back. Oh, there's contact. Oh, and it's heavy contact, and that's going to be a big price for the 00 to pay. Man.
I think Justin Gann was caught up in that, too.
Yeah, you see the damage on the front of that car. Let's see who else got it. Yeah, Gann's got a little damage, too, across the front end of that. We're going to have to back it up and check that out, man. That's the problem when you get into these things is it's got whew, man, that could kind of end a guy's championship hopes, Macaulay.
Yeah, it may end it there for Nick Hunt.
Contact between those two drivers is going to lead to this thing, and we're going to go back and see what kind of damage the other guys might have got from it. Watching Gann in the 30 car right here, the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and probably I would suspect nowhere to go.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got pinned up against the wall.
Yeah. Andrew Mraz in the 4 car. Man, and you're right. I mean, just nowhere to go right there. He tried to go to the high side, and it wasn't there. So he doesn't look like he took a ton of damage on the car.
No, he may be all right.
And I think the bootlegger might have been the lucky one there that just kind of skated through. There's the
I'm shocked. I thought everybody would pit.
Well, it's awful early, and I don't know that tires are going to be a big factor here. Well, I think they are because the car's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the slightest contact in the corner here upsets the car. And we've seen that a time or 10. So we're going to get the caution early within the first 10 laps, and
I was wrong.
Definitely not good. It spun them both opposite directions, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have Bender in here asking for an over-under either.
No, but I said we were going to go caution-free.
Yeah, you were wrong. I wasn't going to pick caution-free. It's a championship race, so we got to have at least one or two, man. That's a rule, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know, Nation. What do you think about it? You tell us what you think about it. We'll see if we agree. Probably not, but we'll at least consider it, won't we, Macaulay? No, we won't.
Nah, I'm not gonna consider it at all.
We're not even going to consider it, are we?
Nope.
I am going to consider taking a commercial break real quick, though, to go get a drink.
I'm gonna grab another drink.
All right, so we'll mute it out and take a quick commercial. Sorry about that. Give everybody a black screen there for a minute.
It happens.
Well, I done spilled half my drink all over my damn hand, and I don't know how these things happen, but they do. So your black screen will go away, and we'll return to the regularly scheduled program, of course. Aliens.
That's Nathan's fault. That's
Damn
Nathan's
aliens, Macaulay. I got hacked this time.
fault.
Okay, so the pace cars got the field, and it looks like they're 2x2 now, and I got to make sure we're even live after all those replays. We are. We're live screen watching the 16, 17. Yep, that's in order, 16 and 17. And then the 56 and the 24, and
What's shocking me is Justin Gann's actually still on pit road, lap down.
yes, he is. I think Gann's getting the damage fix is what it is. You know, this early in the race, I would probably stay on pit road a little bit longer, Macaulay, and get the damage fixed. I'd go a lap down because you got time to make it up.
Yeah.
You hope that there could be another caution, but I think that's your best chance. If you go out there with too bad of a car, it's going to be worse off for you. So 2x2 getting ready for the first restart. Pace car's in. And here we go, back to green flag racing with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. And I think one of the front runners that did pit, the 22 of Todd Cray. Everybody from 6th back pitted.
Yeah, we'll see how the tires pay off for him. See if he comes right through the field.
The top 5 stayed out, and you see Todd Cray working the bottom right now. He's got a little bit of help. I think is that the 00 on his bumper?
No.
No, 00's on pit roads as well. Oh, it was the 5 car. Now the 5's going to go to the outside and move around him, so that's Chad Osborne. I seen a little bit of red. And I'm like, how in the world did he do that? But he didn't. I think the red actually was Cogswell's car.
It could have been, yeah.
So you see Osborne up there fighting with Wimbish now. James Gannier got the 14 machine up there. He's another driver that, and one of these guys that aren't in the chase might get up there and make a little bit of noise, man. We've seen Mraz up there already, but Mraz got pretty good damage in that wreck there. He's still out on the track, though, and he's pretty much up to pace. I don't know, though. It looks like they might be losing the main draft, the 27 and him.
Yeah, it looks like they're slowly losing it.
So I'm watching the 14 of Gannier. He's right behind Gary Wells in the 24. Drafting right up on the back of him there. The draft works down the straightaway, but if a guy can get through the corner here real good, kind of like what we've seen with Kanata, you're able to open up a couple car lengths in the corner. So look at that, though, in second place, and he's real close to the back bumper of that 16. Look at the run he's going to get on him. That's the 17 car, the bootlegger Tommy Haynes.
There he goes on the inside.
Going for the lead. Haynes on the bottom of the track going for the lead right here.
Clears him with no problem.
He did it. New leader, 17, Tommy Haynes.
Does that mean I got to get another bootlegger right now?
It don't mean you have to get it right now. The race isn't over yet, Macaulay.
I thought it was one per lap led.
Now we're 15 of 135, so you got a little time. So Kanata's going to give up the lead to the 17, and man, they're side by side back there with Cray and Wells and Wimbish and Gannier and Chad Osborne. That bottom line, though, good push the 14 took from that 22 car. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Put him right up to third, man. And it looks like Cray's going to get a little bit of help from the 56 of John Wimbish, and maybe he can just squeeze up there in line. I don't know. Nope. He's got better plans. So I'm just going to go around the 14, he said. And that's what he did. McCullough.
Yeah, and that's what Gary Wells did.
You kind of got to drive the mirror, though. And you could, I'm thinking he did that there. He's seen the 56 and the, oh, wow. We got a car that was half sideways right there. Was it the 14 or the 5?
That is the 24.
Oh, it was the
Gary
24. Wells. I think he got a little help, though. They're going to get it straightened out, but they're going to lose a little time to these guys up in front of them. Look at Todd Cray in the 22. He's going around Kanata for second, man, and he's going right after that 17 car. And look at the run he's got, Macaulay.
Yeah, I think there's, even though it's only how many laps fresher tires, but I think that's paying off right now.
Those new tires, man. 8 laps fresher tires, and look at that, right to the front of the field. So remember when you asked about pitting back there? I probably would have.
Yeah.
It worked out for Cray, didn't it?
Yeah, and now that's in everybody's notebook if we get another caution.
It is. Well, plus he's 8 laps better on fuel. So it's not just that you got fresher tires, but you have a little bit more fuel. And what's that? I don't know. I mean, we could start guessing on the fuel run. 25, 30, 30-ish,
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
31.
going to say 25 to 30.
Homestead is a mile and a half, so I mean it'll probably be around the 30 lap mark, in my opinion, at 60% fuel. But I mean, getting back to that, that would have been probably one of the main reasons I stopped under that caution. We were 8 laps in, which is damn near a third of the fuel run. We'll call it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So you're going to get a third more in fuel, and that might be huge if it turns into a fuel mileage race. What if we go caution-free from here?
Yeah, Todd Craig could have the advantage.
I mean, it could be huge as far as that goes, but, I mean, we know that the car does look like it's a little tight. You can see Cray opening up a gap a little bit on them guys.
Yeah, I think that's what the car is being tight, and those fresh tires.
Right on. So I think tires are going to be an issue as well when they get on these long runs. So, I mean, a guy might want to short pit 2 or 3 laps early just to get him a new set of tires. Look at that, half a second now. McCauley, just like that, he opened up a half a second.
Yeah, that's all tires.
On a track that they can draft down the straightaway, he's broke the draft from second, and he's trying to drive away from him now. And, heck, he's got more fuel, so he can go a longer run than they can. I would just hit the gas pedal and go, McCauley.
Yeah.
That's the best way to eliminate the competition. Just drive off, right?
Yeah, don't have to worry about them.
You see Kanata, though, working on second on the bootlegger there. Kanata's one of them that he might save on the tires a little bit better. We know he's going to be good on the pit stops. We've seen it before. But we know Cray's going to be stellar on the pit stop. And that's something that we haven't talked about yet that we're going to start seeing soon is green flag pit stops if it keeps up. Because these guys that didn't pit, man, they're 23 laps into this rundown, McCauley.
Yeah, they're ticking away.
So just like that, we might start seeing our first round of green flag pit stops here soon. And we do want to thank everyone that's tuning into the stream and hanging out with us. If you feel like it, go ahead and hit a chat message. Let us know you're there. We might even give them a hello or something, McCauley. I don't know.
We might.
We won't say any bad words unless you say them to us, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Unless it's Nation, but
that's a whole different story. I mean, after what he's done to us, all bets are off, McCauley.
Yeah.
We don't even have to pretend to be nice to him anymore.
No, saying whatever we say to him is being nice to him.
Did you see him crying in Discord about us, not being his friend or something? What was that? What did that feller say? He don't have any friends, or I don't know.
You're supposed to be my friends. I just watched the race from last night. You're supposed to be my friend. That's the edited version.
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
So there's the 16 of Kanata, and they're now a second back. They're 1 second back.
And Wimbish is going after Kanata right now.
Yeah, I'm looking, though, the next car with fresh tires is a 5-car Chad Osborne. Osborne sitting 5th. He's got on the same cycle as Todd Cray. McCauley. Then you have the 22, the 5, the 27, the 4, the 00, of course. He's only 11 laps, and Gann's back out on the track too, but they're 8 and 9 laps down.
Yeah.
So they probably definitely stayed there and got their damage fixed. And I think the last car in the lead lap right now, 8.9 seconds behind the leaders, this 4 car right here of Andrew Morass.
Yeah, we got 9 cars on the lead lap right now.
And I'm going to get back up towards the front, man, because I think that for some of these cars, starting with the 17 right here of Tommy Haynes, that we're going to start seeing some green flag pit stops pretty darn soon.
Yeah, and you can't afford any mistakes, especially tonight.
Yeah, you got to be perfect on that pit road entry. You definitely don't want to get busted for a speeding penalty, man.
No, that could end your night.
That'll do it in right there. That'll be the end of it. Not good. Not good at all. You can see, though, Todd Cray, just like I said, I just get on the hammer and try to stretch it out, and he's up 1.5 seconds on these guys now. So look at the time they're losing to him. But they're going to pit before him, McCauley, so they'll make a little bit of that time up.
Yeah, they should.
Because then they're going to have a lot fresher tires. You know what I mean?
Unless he fools them all and comes in right after them.
All right, so they're 30 laps on the run. I guess 30 to 31, so we're going to find out right here. It may even be 35, McCauley.
Yeah, because that caution would help too a little bit.
Yeah, you won't burn as much fuel. But you can see what 8 laps difference, the tires make. Look at Osborne now. He's pulling right up on the back of them. He's got fresher tires than they do. I think he's just showing patience right here, and he may pit with these guys. I don't know. But you can see that they've all got lined up trying to just stay with the leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they picked up about 1/10. Now they just lost it in the corner. They lost 2/10 in the corner.
Yeah, they all stacked up there.
They just can't run through the corner like the 22 car can. I know he's by himself, but he's so much better through the corner, McCauley.
And we've seen that before, though.
Well, fresher tires.
Yeah.
These guys are trying to draft back up to him, but, man, I mean, they pull a couple of 10ths on corner entry, and then it goes away. He's just that much better throughout the corner, but they're 32 laps on the run now, McCauley, so this shouldn't be too much longer.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm pretty sure they're going to stretch it out as far as they can go. 33 laps on the stint for these guys. No takers on pit road yet. It's coming soon. Maybe it's 35. That might be the magic number. Maybe we'll find out and quit calculating fuel wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, the calculator's broke, I think, right now.
Think we must have used it from Used Nation's calculator.
Yeah, it explains a lot.
It'll do it to you every time, really. So they have been able to keep the lead down to 1.5 seconds. It hasn't really gotten any bigger since they got in line. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So 35 laps at the line this time. That's how many laps they have on their tires and their fuel tank. So I'm going to say they're going to have to bring it to pit road shortly. They'll either come down on their own accord or they'll come back on a tow truck. One way or the other. That fuel will only go so far.
Doesn't last forever.
It is lasting longer than we thought it would, though.
Yeah, I was not expecting this.
They run 60% fuel. So it looks like they can probably go closer to 40 laps, McCauley.
Yeah, I don't remember how long it was the other night when we ran.
About 30. 20-something, 30.
Yeah, maybe they get a better fuel mileage than what we did.
That's a possibility. They're 37 laps into the run now. They have to be coming pretty soon, man. I mean, that's...
Yeah. They're expecting into the lead now.
Yeah, I seen that. Maybe the draft's helping him and the tires have kind of neutralized now. I don't think it really matters, man, because they have to be coming to pit road pretty soon. A guy's gas tank's got to be getting low.
Yeah.
Their cars are lighter than his. They have less fuel in them, Macaulay. These guys have 38 laps on this run now. 38.
Are they coming this lap?
I don't know. Maybe next. They're going to try to stretch it as far as they can. And I know that they're stretching it because of Cray and them having that much more fuel. Haynes is all the way on the bottom right here. Next time by will be 40 laps on this tank, man. Somebody's coming pretty soon. Somebody be coming to pit road.
They got to here soon.
Right there, 40 laps.
Gary Wells just came in now.
Yep, there we go. Green flag pit stops are starting lap 40, so they can go about 40, 41 laps on a run. And now we got it mathed out. It's like that, Macaulay.
Yeah, we can do the math.
We were only about 10 off. 5 off, 10 off. Yep, here they come. 17, 16 almost contact, man. And that you were just talking about it, Macaulay.
Yeah.
No mistakes coming into pit road, and somebody missed it. Ganir missed pit road. So he's going to have to make another lap around as the leaders are going to come to pit road, but not the leader. The leader is still on the track and 2.5 seconds, 6 seconds ahead of Chad Osborne behind him.
Cray's coming now.
Yep. Cray's pitting a little early.
So I wonder if he knows tires are advantage, so he doesn't want them to get a big lead on him.
You know, that may very well could be the possibility there. I mean, it would just change it up so much that he wouldn't have had nobody to draft with, potentially.
Yeah.
He had the 5 of Osborne, though, but he probably didn't realize it. That's all I can figure. But Osborne and Cogswell are on the same strategy, so I don't know. Green flag pit stops, man, we know how common it is here. I'd have probably stayed out, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Because you have the advantage of having 8 more laps that you could go. And without a drafting help like he had, maybe even 10. And the tires will still cycle themselves around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll see where the lead's going to be here. Oh, no, they're not going to be right there.
You can see Cray's going to jump back in line after he pitted, though. He's not the leader because, of course, Osborne and Cogswell are still out here, but he is the first car of the cars that pitted. If he can catch a draft from some of these other guys and stay in front of that field, then that would be a good thing. But I can tell you the 5 is not the answer for that because the 5 is going to have to come to pit road in about 4 or 5 laps. Plus, he's on a lot older tires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Cray's going to go around the 5 of Chad Osborne right here. Osborne is the leader, so Cray is literally just unlapped himself. But, man, look at the difference new tires make right there. He just drove by him, Macaulay.
Yeah, it doesn't take much when you have those new tires. Just like they're standing still.
So we're going to look at the distance between Cray And the bootlegger, Tommy Haynes, it's about 1.8 seconds. So kind of similar to what it was before they pitted Macaulay.
Yeah.
And here comes Tommy Haynes right now going around the 5 car. And Haynes put a little breathing room on the 16 of Kanata right there. You got 8 of 11 drivers that started tonight racing for a championship, Macaulay?
Yeah.
This is kind of what you would expect.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the top 6, and well, I'm looking at all of them, and I can't believe Gary May missed tonight.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Yeah, actually it is. But Gary Wells is in 7th. And Gannier in 8th back there. Those are non-chase drivers. Chad Osborne is a chase driver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he just went...
Macaulay, you got me?
I got you.
All right, I got it back.
I thought you got...
Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. We'll get it back online here in a second. Nation's aliens.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. The computer flickered.
Yeah, when I saw the stream spinning, I thought you got one of your pop-up storms there.
No, well, it has been rumbling around out there, and that's probably what caused my computer to flicker like that, so. And, of course, I can't get YouTube to pull back up for me. We might still be live. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it coming through.
So we're still live, aren't we?
We're still live, and so Todd Cray has a 3-second lead right now on Tommy Haynes.
You keep him commentated because I got to pull my iRacing window back up.
Yeah, I can do that. And
I got kicked out of the iRacing server.
So we got Kanata. They're actually going to go 3 wide here in turns 1 and 2.
All right, so
going around Nick Hunt.
We'll go back to watch right here. Yeah, that was weird. It just flickered, and the next thing I know, I was out.
Huh, that's really weird.
And I'm like, Macaulay, can you hear me? Macaulay. And you
just
weren't
went
answering
dead.
me, so I'm like, man, what the hell?
They went dead silent.
And then it come back. Finally you answered me, and I'm like, well, what is going on here? So we have, we'll get back in there. It's loading back in now.
Yeah, that lead's just bouncing back and forth. Yep, it just shows you connected to iRacing right now.
I'm coming back in, Macaulay. And for
Yeah.
anyone else on YouTube. I don't know why it wouldn't pull my stream back up for me, though.
Yeah, that's strange.
They can see it on my stream. I
can see it loading there.
Well, now it blacked out. Nope, it didn't. It's there. So we're sorry about that. It happens. We're blaming it on Nation, though.
Yeah, gotta blame it on someone, and it's Nation.
Nation did it. Nope, he didn't. Mother Nature probably did it because it did. My screen's flickered, so that probably meant there was enough power outage to knock out my darn. I don't know. It would have knocked out my router, probably.
Yeah, that's probably what it did there.
Probably got my router. Got my screens, too, apparently. They went black, and then they come back on, so. And we're loading in. We got the loading screen. We're about 3/4 of the way there, I think. And
Let's see what this lap is. Tommy Haynes and Todd Craven ran about the same lap the last 3 laps. That one was about a 1/2 tenth faster there for Todd Cray, so now it's back up to 3 seconds. Kanata's about a 1/2 second back now from Tommy Haynes.
the nice part is you can still see it, so we know what's going on.
Yeah.
You do radio commentary.
It's easier now. John Wimbish is 5.7 back from Todd Cray right now.
All right, well, I hear cars again, and now I see the 17 car. So we're going to get our overlays fired back up real quick.
Yep, I see the cars on your stream now.
Yeah, they're on there now, for sure. Man, that thing went down all at once, too. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It's like it just wiped my router out. But it recovered relatively quickly this time.
yeah, it did actually.
So there's the 17, and he's back in second. The leader's going to be Todd Cray right here in the 22. And we're back in action, Macaulay.
Yeah, didn't take too long there.
Well, we lost a couple of laps, but Macaulay kept us radio commentated, and we're back at it.
Yeah, Todd Cray now, they were equaled out there. Tommy Haynes and him were equaled for a couple laps. Now Todd Cray's about 3/10 faster for the past 2 laps.
Yeah, we're looking at that, man. At the top there, that gap showing 3.5 seconds. So throughout that pit strategy right there, looked like Cray was able to stretch it out a little bit on those guys.
Yeah, I was thinking they would catch up a little bit there, but it didn't work.
Well, I had noted that, it was about a 1.8 second advantage that Cray had over the 17 after they come off a pit road.
Yeah.
So Todd Cray was able to expand that, up to 3.5 seconds. And we're 58 of 135 now. And it messed up my whole timing and scoring screen when I had to reset all that. So I don't know how many laps they are on the stint.
They put it around lap
41.
40.
So
yeah, 40, 41, so they're about
82.
19 on. Yep.
I mean, just guessing, probably 82 would be their next stop. So we're
82 and short pit the next one.
We're probably 23 laps away from that right now. And my YouTube is broken. I mean, the stream's not. Obviously, it's working, but my regular YouTube was stalled and broken where I couldn't see it. I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend like I know anymore, Macaulay.
Nah, that's Nation's job.
Well, I mean, I have a theory of what's been going behind some of my internet issues lately. And it's a pretty plausible theory. It's not really a theory, it's just more of a matter of fact. Florida's a hot state for people to move to.
Yeah.
And they've been, of course, building a ton of houses around us, And you know that they'll build subdivisions and put hundreds of homes in before they upgrade any infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
So what does that do for people's internet and power and stuff?
It's going to slow you all down.
It slows it down, and it makes everything more unstable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I suspect that's what's been going on here lately. So a guy's been trying to bond connections and do all kinds of shit. And sometimes I think I just get myself in more trouble trying to do that than what it's worth. I'm being honest with you. I mean, that's the only thing I can figure, because for years it's been rock solid.
Yeah.
That's the only common damn denominator. One of the things I can do, though, is I don't have to stream this at 1080. Well, I mean, I'll put the stream up at 1080, but I don't have to watch it at 1080.
Yeah. No, you don't have to do that.
In fact, I don't have to watch it on there at all. I can do it on my phone. Just so I can see the chat. So I'll turn the stream off where I ain't sucking the bandwidth down. We'll try to make it better, Macaulay. I doubt that's going to happen. We're looking at Haynes, though. They're 4 seconds back now.
Yeah, that lead's just growing every lap right now.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at chase drivers right here. One of them's on pit road on lap 63, the 16 of Joshua Kanata.
That's early, too.
Yes, it is.
He's trying a different strategy. He probably knows he's got to do something different to catch that Todd Cray.
Yeah, so the 16 is on pit road, and you see his teammate in the 4 car coming right out behind him. That is the advantage that some of these guys got that Todd Cray doesn't have, Macaulay.
Yeah.
But one advantage Todd Cray does have is a 4.2 second lead. That 22 car, we knew he was going to be fast when we looked at how he qualified.
Yeah, if he qualified up there, you know it's going to be a scary race for everybody.
Yeah, I looked at that qualifying, and I'm like, uh-oh. He's starting on the front row. They might be in trouble tonight.
Yeah, normally if a guy races good and qualifies good, that's a scary sign.
But, man, Tommy Haynes was able to really get away from the other guys, including his teammate in the 56 right there. I mean, Haynes is up there at, what, 1.5 seconds on him?
Yeah.
So that 17 car is not a slouch whatsoever. The bootlegger's on it, man. And what happened to Nation? He was in the chat on YouTube, and he kind of WTF'd, and it's awful funny, Macaulay. 2 nights in a row now. He disappeared, and then I had weird stuff happen.
Yeah, but he's on Discord.
Is he on Discord?
He's on Discord, so...
Oh, he's in the waiting room.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
Wow, imagine that.
Nation, what's up? Nation. Well, Macaulay, it says his name in here, but he moved out.
He moved himself out.
Should we move him back?
It might as well.
Nation. Macaulay, I think he's ignoring us.
I think so.
No, I had the damn speaker turned off.
Well, you got... What you got going on with the speakers, man?
No, the speaker on the phone wasn't on, loudspeaker.
Are you on your phone again?
Yeah.
Are you in the Jeep again?
Yeah.
What are you doing at work
Jeep?
early again?
Because I got another meeting.
2 nights in a row?
3 nights in a row.
You got one tomorrow night, too?
No, I'm done with it after tonight.
What's all these meetings
firing
about,
you tonight.
Nation? Are you getting fired tonight?
I hope so.
You've been trying that for a while.
Yeah, she ain't working.
You got to try harder, man.
I know. I need to give it the old college try.
Exactly. So
What are y'all doing?
we're trying to broadcast a race, but it looked like you let the aliens loose on my internet for a second.
Oh, we're going to blame me, huh?
Who else is there to blame?
No, we're not blaming you. We're blaming the aliens, but
You're blaming me, but hey, Mike, this is my surprise face.
Macaulay, did it sound like we were blaming him?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, you know I'm going to go back and watch this, right?
We don't care, Nation.
And then you're going to say you don't have any friends.
I was like, what the hell did I do to you people?
Well, I mean, we could pretend that we cared if you went back and watched it, but we don't.
We don't care about anything.
We don't say anything to you that you would say worse to us. So there is that. There is that, Nation.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a sweet little angel.
Yeah. Man, look at all this racing we got going on around there. 16, 20. The leaders caught up in it, man. Cray's there. You got the 16 of Kanata getting his lap back, and there's the 30 of Justin Gann now on the 22's bumper. And that's probably a good one to have on the bumper because Gann's 19 laps down. He could do nothing for Cray but help him. Andy's got fresher tires, Macaulay. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not going to try to know either.
Once they all pit again, and most of these guys will be coming in the next 7 or 8 laps anyway. So we'll see a second round of green flag pit stops coming back pretty soon. And we actually have the infamous Nation 01 in the broadcast booth tonight.
I don't know about infamous.
That's 2 nights in a row. Oh, the famous Nation 01, Michael
Oh,
Macaulay.
hey, that's better.
What would you call him, Macaulay? The infamous or the famous?
Choose
I
your
can't
words
say on
carefully
stream
right
what
here.
I can't say on stream what I would say who he is.
All right, how about this? The Notorious Nation.
That is cold, dude.
The Notorious Nation.
There we go.
So now that we got that figured out, we're going to go back to our regular scheduled program.
Hang on, I'm crossing people off my Christmas list right now.
I never even realized I made it that high.
You were almost there, but
All right,
forget
green
about
flag
that.
pit stops. 22's on pit road, and look at that. The 30's going to come with them.
And we got a change for second, too. Chad Osborne actually got around Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, Osborne ran up there and got around the 17, took the P2 spot. Man, he was about 1.78 seconds behind him?
Yeah, but I think he has those 8-lap fresher tires still.
Oh, you're right. He was one of the cars that went down pit road and got fresher tires. I'll tell you what. I like that strategy, Macaulay, and he's starting to show why I liked it. I think if you have that much fresher tires and you have that much more fuel, that you should use it to your advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Use it while you can.
They're pitting. We've seen some of them come on pit road. I'm sure they got their strategies worked out. But this guy may be able to make one less pit stop just over the decision he made to take advantage of that 8 laps from pitting on that first caution. And Todd Cray's back off of pit road, and you see Haynes is not far behind the 5 right now. But there could still be a caution, which would change all of that, Macaulay.
Yeah, and there's a big mess in front of
Or
Tommy Haynes and Chad Osborne right now.
yeah, but they're not going to catch them because those guys are on fresh tires. Or they shouldn't catch them. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You see Haynes is he's behind the 00 car, but I think the 00 car just come off. No. 00 car's been out there for 21 laps, so he's going to move out of the way right here and not be a problem for these two.
And he has damage, too, from that first caution.
Right, from the first caution on lap 7 or 8 there. So they're going to get that worked out. We had that first caution early, and it's been clean and green since then, Macaulay. We're seeing 2 rounds of green flag pit stop shake out now. And I can tell you for these cars right here, 5 and the 17, they're going to be pitting pretty soon. We figured
Tommy Haynes is coming now.
Yep, Haynes is bringing it to pit road right now. 17 car, and I bet the 56 comes in too, if he hasn't already. No, 56 has already been on pit road. So the 2 that haven't is Cogswell and Osborne, and they're the ones that are on a different strategy. By my math, they should be able to go closer to lap 88, Macaulay.
Yes, that'd be one more. No, they'd have one more stop yet after that.
They might be able to get closer.
Oh, and Tommy Haynes.
No.
Haynes overdrew his.
No. I think the 5 can stretch it out and only have 1 pit stop. Did Tommy Haynes overdrive his stall?
Tommy Haynes overdrove his stall.
Just a little bit, though?
Yeah.
We'll have to see how much it affects them. Sometimes you can pick up time if your entry was good. You know what I mean? You got a little bit that you could give off. No, you're right. That'd be 55 laps. At 90, it would be, well, if you could stretch it to 90, you're talking about 45 laps. Man, I don't know, Macaulay. I think I'd save on some fuel. I think I'd stretch it and save on some fuel and just try it anyway.
Start clutching it, shutting her off.
Yeah, I mean, there's a championship and a race win on the line, obviously. But I don't know. he's on a different strategy, so I would probably work that as a completely different strategy.
Yeah, you have to now.
I mean, you really, when you stretched out the first run, you kind of made your bed for it. So play that to your advantage. If he can turn this around and make it off of one more fuel stop, that would be huge, Macaulay.
Yeah.
That would probably be the difference between winning the race and the championship and not. But we're going through. Cogswell, we know's on the same strategy, but Kanata pitted 19 laps ago. So he knew how many pit stops he had to make throughout the race, and he took advantage of it. And if you look, it worked out for the 16. He's up there. He's 7 seconds ahead of the 22 of Todd Gray.
Yeah, and I'm noticing Tommy Haynes is going to be more than 10 seconds back, probably 15 seconds back from Todd Gray.
Haynes actually going to fall behind John Wimbish there. And, of course, all of them are behind the leader, Chad Osborne. I don't know. Kanata's not far back behind him. Gray caught Kanata, didn't he?
Did he? He did.
He's there. Todd
He's
Cray's going around the 16. So that's going to make Cray the first of the cars that pitted. The 22 of Todd Cray will be the first of the cars that pitted now. Which likely ultimately when it cycles back around, that'll put the 22 back in the lead. The question is, how big of a lead will the 22 have, Macaulay?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question there.
That's going to be the biggest question that at least I can think of. Nation, what do you think about it?
I don't know. I just had to set up my push-to-talk.
Is it working?
I guess it's working. There was a moth chasing me around the cab of this Jeep. I'm guessing y'all didn't want to hear that.
No, but go ahead. Tell us exactly how that went down again.
Dude, it was a big-ass moth, man. It was like, wow! Some of my gun.
There's Bender. Hello, Bender.
What's going on?
I thought he was on a bender, Macaulay. I ain't gonna lie. You get that one, Nation?
Yep.
Or are you still running from Moss?
No, I got him out the window.
Well, good deal. We'd hate
Dude, it was huge.
I wonder if the aliens sent the moths after you, Nation. Think about that one. That'll blow your mind.
Not so much.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
I was, at one time, Macaulay, I used to say stuff to Nation like, you don't find that odd? He's like, I live in West Virginia.
Yeah, I find very little odd.
There's nothing this man finds odd anymore. Nothing. You see it all, don't you?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
Is this the truth? Just deny this or confirm it or deny it, Nation? Can we count the number of people with more than 3 teeth on one hand?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, so that one was true, Macaulay. And you notice I was being pretty liberal when I said more than 3 teeth, right?
Well, they invented the toothbrush here because if it was invented anywhere else, it'd be called the teeth brush.
Nation's even got jokes.
Did you tell those in your meeting?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Do you tell those jokes in meetings? Is that how your meetings go?
Every chance I get.
So there's
What
Tom.
What are they going to do? Fire me? Because it ain't like everybody's beating the door down to get this job.
Well, I mean, you're kind of greeting customers when they come in, right?
Greeting. Yeah, I guess.
They may have selectively hired people with teeth.
Well, they may have done that. That was a
I'm just
pretty
saying.
good strategy.
That was a pretty good strategy, huh? So you walk in and they're like, smile, and you smile, and they're like, you're hired.
Oh, holy crap, he's got all his teeth.
Yeah, he's hired.
I just asked myself, what series of bad choices did I make to end up here?
What, coming in here or going to work?
In West Virginia.
Oh. The question is, was it a mistake, Nation? Or was it, in fact, a life-saving event?
I'm going with not a life-saving event.
Well, damn it, feller.
I can't say mistake because my wife might be listening to this.
That's a good point. But I'm pretty sure that she's smart enough to put two and two together with the way you answered that, Nation.
Right, but did you see how I lawyer answered that?
Yes, I see how you I see how you played with the wording.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make you safe when it comes to a female.
Well, it's kind of comfy in this Jeep, so I'll be all right.
You might be sleeping in it for a little while.
I might be.
So I think we're going to do it through the field, Nation.
Well, again, I can't see it because,
Who's leading it, Nation?
I told you I can't see it. I'm in a Jeep.
He's been leading it for a while now. And he's one of the 8 chase contenders who could win a championship here tonight.
Back to back.
Todd Cray has been up front for 29 laps in the 22 car. He's won the last 2 chase races. Can he make it 3 in a row here at Homestead and lock up the championship? That's what we're going to find out in 35 plus 6. So what's that, 41 laps?
Yeah, it's 41.
He got the West Virginia calculator out, so we hope we're right, don't we, Nation?
I don't have the West. It's too dark in here to have that thing.
So let's get off them before we give them the curse of the camera, and we're going to go back 5.1 seconds. These 2 drivers started on the front row. The second of that trio, they're the only 2 that have won in the chase so far. 16, Josh Kanata. We talked about it before the broadcast, or before the race started, Macaulay. They started on the front row, and they're currently 1 and 2 right here. I don't know if his car's cutting out in the corner or if the guy's saving fuel. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's just how he's working the throttle because the car's so tight. So there's back in.
Good.
Back in third, about 11 seconds actually behind the leader. He's about 5 seconds behind Joshua Kanata. We're going to find a 56 of John T. Wimbish, and look who just went by him. Macaulay.
Old bootlegger.
The bootlegger just drove by him, and the bootlegger has fresher tires than all those guys in front of him even. And he's hooked up with a teammate right here, and we were going to cover him next, so we're going to go on board with Tommy Haynes. Hopefully we don't give that guy the curse of the camera. Probably not, Macaulay. What time's your meeting, Nation?
10 o'clock.
So you go there an hour early for a meeting?
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing here right now?
I know exactly what you're doing there.
All right, then.
You're pounding beers down before you go to your meeting.
Yes, sir.
And I know what Macaulay's doing. He's pounding bootleggers down.
Yeah, I almost need to get another one here.
So before the end of that last run, Michael Macaulay, we seen this driver right here as we watch him go around Wimbish. Every time I move back, somebody passes John Wimbish. I think Wimbish wants me to stop moving cameras back, Macaulay.
I think so.
Well, Chad Osborne's got a lot fresher tires than these guys. You know what I mean? He's on a completely different strategy. He has a lot fresher tires, and that's going to make a huge difference, Macaulay. A huge
definitely
difference.
does.
So Chad Osborne back up to third right now. Tommy Haynes is in second. Wimbish fell back to fourth. Then in the top 5 right here, we got the 14 of James Gannier. Gannier is not one of the chase drivers, but he's one of the guys that could spoil the race win for him. Really, I mean, Gannier, you don't know. Caution comes out. 14 gets up front. He might win it. You know what I mean, Macaulay?
Yeah, you never know.
There's still going to be a champion, though, regardless of who wins.
Yeah, we got pit stops starting already.
Well, that's because they're in the window. It's only a 35-lap run now. They can run that. The 5 car, look at that. He could have stayed out longer than anyone, and he's going to jump right on pit road, take advantage of it here. So Chad Osborne on pit road. Joshua Kanata as well. He's already been on pit road, hasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, Kanata's already been on pit road. Todd Cratho's still on the racetrack, and we're going to stop our through the field here real quick, because these guys are starting to work on pit strategy, and we're going to have to check it out. We have got 34 laps to go at Homestead with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. And in 35 laps, can the 22 right here of Todd Cray hang on? And will we be calling him the champion? I don't know. He's still got one more pit stop to make, Macaulay. And I like what Kanata did.
Yeah, he had to do something different.
And he did. He did something different. We know that tires make a difference with 7 or 8 laps. And Kanata was back far enough that he really needed to do something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he did it.
He needed to throw a Hail Mary at it, basically, and I think that's what he's doing. And I honestly, Todd Cray is one good pit stop away from making it really difficult to beat him, Macaulay. But you notice I put good pit stop, right?
Yeah, we've seen throughout the playoffs a lot of bad pit stops.
Exactly my point. One bad pit stop.
A bit outside.
That's right, Nation. I mean, it could be just a little bit outside and you'll end up in the water barrels. Don't think I haven't seen that at Homestead.
I think I may have done that a time or two.
You've done it at more than Homestead, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He started flipping an Indy car one time at Charlotte and wound up in Iraq.
I think I passed Iraq.
That's a true story. That's how you first found the alien ship, wasn't it, Nation?
No.
Oh, here comes Cray. So he's not going to keep it out too much longer.
Hot.
I bet if he got her woed down, man, that great pit entry right there, Macaulay.
It was if he got it woed down.
If he didn't, we're going to find out, because they're going to hold him on pit road for about an extra 15 seconds, and that's the mistakes that we're talking about that can kill you. But he's going to bring it. Good pit stop right here. Got right in this box. Right sides are up, and we'll see if they hold him. I think he got it woed down. Left side's up. Down, and there he goes.
Yep.
So it was a clean pit road entry, and one hell of a pit road entry at that. So Todd Cray going to pit from the lead. That's going to change things over here. It'll hand the lead over to the 24 Gary Wells, but Wells is about 28 laps on the stint, so we know he can't make it till the end.
Kanata's in front of Cray right now.
Yep, and Kanata, he's got 7-lap older tires, so we'll have to see how far back Todd Cray is, and I don't know, maybe Kanata made the winning move. We don't know, Macaulay.
No, it's too early to tell right now.
He's a very capable driver. I think that he was just throwing something at it, and we've seen what different. Oh, what's the difference going to be? 3 seconds, maybe?
Yep, just about.
7 laps on the tires. 30 laps to go. Oh, Cray, make it up. I'm just thinking about how far he pulled out on them with 8-lap fresher tires, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So 7 laps. The 16 really don't have anyone to draft with right there. Cray is he's already making it up. It was 3 seconds. It's down to 2.4 now, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's going down quick.
Yeah, so
already.
Todd Cray is not far behind him right here in the 22. But Gary Wells is he would have to run like 60 laps on a tank. He can't do that, so he will have to pit again. Kanata, I'm mathing on that. His will be a 38-lap run, Macaulay.
Yeah, he's right at that window.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, that 22 car is coming. Dude, he's on fire. 1.8 seconds behind Kanata now. Literally 1.8 seconds, Macaulay. Now 1.5. Yeah. He's picking up 0.3 or better. No, he's picking up a half a second a lap on Kanata.
Yeah.
And that's 7-lap difference in tires, really. Todd Cray is on the gas pedal. He wants the win. He wants the championship. Another driver, though, that he's not too far off of him, really. That's the 5 of Chad Osborne. I really thought Osborne had the right strategy earlier, Macaulay.
I thought he did.
But really it turns out that it wasn't, because there was no way in the world they could make it anyway. So he was better off probably to get back on the strategy of the other guys. I like what Kanata did. I really do. It's probably not going to work out because you can see Todd Cray's caught him now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's there.
But he give himself a chance, Macaulay. So I like that. He give himself a chance, and that's why he's won how many races this season? 3?
3, yep.
Man, he's not going to make it easy on Todd Cray either. Are you watching that race?
He's blocking him.
It's for second on the track, and
there goes Cray there now.
Yeah, Cray's going to get a look to the. It's just hard to hold a guy off like that that's got fresher tires than you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try, but you're probably not going to keep him behind you. And that you see what happened right there when he got by. He just drove away. And Cray is closing up on it. Looks like the leader, Gary Wells. So this is actually going to be a battle for the lead. They caught Wells, Macaulay.
Yeah, they did.
Wells hasn't pitted yet, but it don't matter. They caught him. And now Wells is going to immediately bring it to pit road probably.
Yeah, he has no other choice now.
Well, at this point, there's no sense in staying out. You might as well take fresh tires and try to get your lap back at least.
Yeah, he probably was hoping for a caution there.
Yep, he's immediately going to bring it to pit road. I like the strategy. If there had been a caution, it would have worked out perfect for him. So Chad Osborne's third, and he's 4.8 seconds, 7 seconds behind the leader, Todd Cray. And then our buddy there, the bootlegger, Tommy Haynes in the 17, he's back in the 4th position right now. So, man, what a 23 laps to go, and what a great championship race we're seeing here, Macaulay.
Yeah.
A lot of different strategy, and this thing has went green for
a long while.
I don't know, 108 laps now straight.
Yeah, we had that caution real early in the beginning, and it's been green ever since.
Yeah, we had a caution around lap 6 or 7, and it's been clean and green ever since then. And man, they're so spread out that I really don't see a caution coming, Macaulay.
No, I don't.
Unless somebody makes a mistake going to pit road, but I believe there's only one more car that needs a pit. And I think that might be the 00, who's 10 laps down right here. There's 21 to go. He might be able to stretch it on fuel. I don't know why he would want to, but He's got 21 laps on his fuel, and there's 21 to go. Everybody else has stopped, and they're good to go on fuel. But and we can talk about that for a minute, why we got a couple of minutes, Macaulay and Nation. We seen the first caution, and the only caution of the race. And there were 2 chase victims from that caution, Macaulay.
Yeah, there was.
And neither one of them, you know, really had the opportunity to recover from it. But I commend both of them for not hanging up the helmet, parking the car, and walking away. You know what I mean?
They stayed in. Yeah, they stayed in it.
They stayed in it. They got the cars fixed, and they come right back out on the racetrack. And that's what sportsmanship is about. That's how you learn stuff. You see Todd Craig growing around the 00 right there, putting him another lap down. You see Gannon the 30 right behind Cray. Gannon is being scored 11th position, which is the final car on the track. And ahead of him is a 00 right there of Nick Hunt. So it's safe to do it through the field now. 19 to go. Yeah. I got the first 5. You get the next ones. Ready?
All right.
We'll do in-car. So let's go right here. First top 5, right back again to Todd Cray, your leader. 47 laps led here in the championship race tonight. Todd Cray, 18 more circuits around here, and we're probably going to be calling him the Hyperdrive Cup Series champion. But if anybody has anything to say about it, that'll be the guy back here in the number 2 spot. Back in number 2, he started P1. He's riding about 5.3 seconds behind Cray. That's going to be the 16 of Josh Kanata. Back here in 3rd, he's a driver that, man, for a while in this race, it looked like he was going to play spoiler and get up there and win him a race in a championship himself. We're talking about the driver of that 5 car, Chad Osborne. Then we go back to 4th. We're going to find a bootlegger. I don't know what just happened to the bootlegger. Oh, we're
there
back.
He is.
He come back. Scared me for a second there. But the bootlegger's the driver of the 17 car. That's Tommy Haynes. Another driver competing for a championship. So the top 5 now are all in the chase. They're part of those 8 drivers competing. And rounding out the 5th spot is going to be none other than John Wimbish, driver of the 56 car. Wimbish having a great race here so far in the top 5, right with his teammate Tommy Haynes. It doesn't look like the car got any damage or nothing. He was able to skate by the first and only caution we've had in a race. And if a caution comes out, it could be a race for Wimbish. All right, take it away there, Macaulay.
Yeah, and actually in our next 2 spots are actually non-plate chase drivers. James Kinnear in 6th place right now in the 14. 20.5 seconds back from the leader right now. And in 7th place, you have Jonathan Cogswell. Also not in chase, but caution comes out, could be a play spoiler right here. 8th place, you have Gary Wells. Kind of on a different strategy than everybody else right now. We saw him pit, how many laps ago was that? 5, 6 laps ago?
Yeah, probably 5 or 6 laps ago.
So 1 lap down, maybe able to get his lap back and hope for a caution.
Yeah, he's moving up on 2nd place Kanata now. That's who's in front of him.
Yes, and he's got about 9 seconds to Todd Cray to get his lap back right now. And then 9th place, we have Andrew Mraz. We saw him. He was one of the ones to bring out the first caution there. 7 laps down, but he's staying out on the track right now and just riding around.
Man, you can see the damage, too, looking out the windshield. Something happened to Tommy Haynes.
Yeah, I think Tommy Haynes may have disconnected.
I think he lost his connection.
Yep, right there it went. Tommy Haynes disconnected due to incoming packet loss. It's unfortunate.
Messed my camera up.
And we'll continue through the field here. We'll go to Nick Hunt in the 00. Actually, I believe he just came off pit road. He's 12 laps down. He was also in that first incident, or I think it was lap 6 caution.
Yep, one of the chase drivers there.
He said that's definitely a frustrating race, but you got to give him props for sticking in it. Like, being 12 laps down, definitely giving him props for staying in it and finishing the race out here. And then rounding out the field here is Justin Gann in the 30. He also was in that first caution there, and he's 19 laps down. You can also see the damage out of his front window here too.
Yep, and he is right in front of our leader, which is Todd Cray, by 8 seconds, Macaulay.
Yeah.
We got 11 laps to go, and I don't think these guys got to stop for fuel anymore, man.
No, I think they're good to go to the end.
Nation, I think we're going to see a 10-lap shootout.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad.
It's going to be 10 to go when Todd Cray goes by the start-finish line, and he did it. And if they were zeroed out in points, man, if you win the race, you win the championship, don't you? Isn't that how that works, Macaulay?
Yeah, winner takes all.
Winner takes all, and Todd Cray right now trying to put his name on that trophy. And he'll be unseating that 30 car, Justin Gannon, like we talked about earlier, just unfortunate circumstances. Brought out caution flag number 1, and that driver of the 30 car didn't have nowhere to go.
No, he was on the high side against the wall there, and he just, yeah, nothing he could do there.
Nothing he could do, nowhere to go, and it went clean and green since then. And you talk about pit road entries, that 22, he threw caution to the wind on those entries, Macaulay.
Yeah, he took chances. And sometimes that's what you have to do in a playoff race.
But look at the if you pull it off, you entered pit road probably potentially a second or two faster than anyone else.
Yeah.
Riding on the front, off the front of the 16 car back in second, that's going to be Joshua Kanata. And I'll tell you, with 8 to go, if a caution come out, it might change some things around. And then a guy that the bootlegger, man, Tommy Haynes. What an unfortunate deal, Macaulay.
Yeah, he was having a solid race. He was 4th. Possibly could have got a top 3.
Well,
Caution come out, you never know.
Caution come out, he could have competed for a win. That's right. You really hate to see stuff like that, and kind of like with the caution that got a couple chase drivers there, you just don't like to see it, but things do happen. That's all part of iRacing.
Now I'll drink a bootlegger for him there, since that wasn't his fault.
Oh, you hear that? That's an extra bootlegger down for Macaulay.
Yeah, good excuse.
Good excuse, though, Nation. You got time for another beer, Nation?
I don't know what time it is. Both my clocks are wrong.
Did he just say both those clocks were wrong?
I believe he did.
Is your phone right?
Yeah, but I can't see the clock on my phone.
Well, I can watch the stream and see the clock on my phone, man.
I'm not even watching the stream. I'm just looking at you yo-yos.
What do you wait for the little girl to come out and get you?
No, I'm just sitting in front of the door, just, I don't know, listening to you guys.
We're off the nose of the leader's car right now with 5 to go. He was riding right on the back of the 30.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to pass Justin Gann right now. There's 10-second lead. No reason to pass him.
No, just use the draft down the straightaway. 5 laps from winning the championship and the race, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, just trying not to overthink it right now. Just hit your marks, and that's all you need to do.
It's convenient for us, like a double interview.
Yeah. Makes our life easier.
4 laps to go now. He's been riding around that 30 car for a while, too. In the 30, you know, like we talked about, he's back there, 19 laps down from the leader?
Yeah.
And there's the 16 right there, and he's got older tires, and that's just a heck of a spot to be in. You know what I mean? But he took a gamble, the driver of the 16, and he took a gamble to try to win a race in a championship. And if it stays green here, then that probably isn't going to pan out for him. But I'll tell you what, you can't take away the effort that driver of that 16 car, Josh Kanata, has put into this race tonight.
No, he definitely gave it all he had.
And then back in third here, John Wimbish, the driver of the 56 car. He's going to be back another 6.8 seconds behind Kanata. And you see he's got Chad Osborne right in tow, and that is for position. So that's for position number 3, which is actually a podium finish.
Yeah, so we may see he got a Chasborne here.
So we're going to get back on with our leader with 2 laps to go, Todd Cray. He's trying to bring home the win at Homestead and a championship. No pressure.
No.
That's no pressure, is it, Nation? White flag is out. How many more laps does that mean, Nation?
He's gone.
He's going again. Well, last time I checked, that means last lap, Macaulay, and he is down the back straightaway and down into turns 3 and 4 right now for the final time. We're talking about Todd Cray, driver of the 22. I don't know what I'm thinking. He has just taken the checkered flag, and he's won at Homestead by 10 seconds, Macaulay.
Yeah, dominant performance.
Dominant performance from the 22. We told him that they were in trouble when he started second, did we not? Full disclosure?
Yeah. All we did, start of the race.
And Todd Cray in the 22 car is going to bring the win at Homestead, which is going to ultimately do what? I think we're going to crown him a champion.
We are.
That's how it works. So, man, what a performance, though, honestly. We've seen how hard he was driving the car. We've seen how hard he was entering pit road, especially on the last stop. He put it all out there, Macaulay.
Oh, he did. He gave it everything he had, and it paid off here at the end.
It paid off big at the end. He showed a dominating performance like he has 4 other times this season. He's got 4 wins coming into Homestead. This is going to make win number 5.
3 in a row.
And the points will update, but when they do, it should show your champion as Todd Cray in the 22. He won the race here at Homestead. He did it by leading 93 of 135 laps. If that's not a dominating performance, Michael McCauley, a guy don't know what is.
Yeah, I give up then. I don't know what it is.
That's where I would have to give up because I wouldn't know what it was.
No.
So we're going to wait for the waiting room. I'm sure he's got to soak it up for a minute. You saw him out there celebrating, and a guy had to soak that in for a minute or two.
Yeah, give him a breather here for a minute or two.
Give him the breather, and he'll come up to the waiting room, and we'll get some words with our champion. You got it, East Coast Motorsports. Todd Cray bringing home the win. And for all likeliness, the championship. I'll confirm it when the points update usually. But I'm pretty sure with the points zeroed out, you win the race, you won the championship.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% positive.
I mean, we could use Nation's calculator and still come up with that number, Macaulay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
And we may do, I don't know, you want to do champion order? Should we do last on his interview or first?
You can do last.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit more time with him, so we might go ahead and do that. So if they're listening to the broadcast, they'll know. So we're going to get second place first. Josh Kanata, we got you in the broadcast booth. You're with Vern, Michael McCauley, and Nation 01. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Man, I tell you what, I seen you pit a little bit early there, and it looked like you were just throwing anything you could at it, Josh.
Yeah, I couldn't match him on speed tonight. I didn't really have a choice. I was fighting too much with I think it was the 17, and I just had to try something, hope for a caution. It didn't work out.
Yeah, and full disclosure, man, you gave it everything you had. You qualified the car. You were fastest in practice, and you put the car P1 in qualifying.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least there's that. But no, fair play to Todd. He ran a perfect race, and I mean that first caution, it was only a couple of laps. He favored fresh tires, and that's what ended up getting him the win. So, he earned it. Fair play to him. Can't really fault him on anything.
Now, you've had a great season, though, Josh. Looking at the stats here, you've won 3 races this season, and we know 2 of those wins were the first 2 races of the chase.
I mean, I guess I used up all my luck early, I guess. But I mean, I'm looking forward to next season. Hopefully, we'll be back in the same spot, and maybe we can go differently. But we gave it all we had. So
yeah, runner-up's definitely nothing to hang your head about, man. You had a phenomenal chase run, and you how many poles was that in a row, Macaulay? Did we think 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think 3.
Something like that. I think the only pole I didn't get was Dover, I think.
Yeah, Dover was the only one, actually. I think that was the only one. So, man, I mean, just a lot of speed, and it gives you plenty of momentum going into next season there, Josh.
Yeah, it definitely gives us something to build on. Hopefully we can carry that into the race more often. But like I said, fair play to Todd. He did it. He ran a perfect race. So it's not my best track, and I gave it my best shot.
You did, man, and that's all that matters right there. Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in here, Josh?
Yeah, as always, thank you guys for broadcasting this. Thank you guys for broadcasting this whole season. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who runs this series, and looking forward to next season, and looking forward to talking to you guys a whole bunch more times.
Well, if you talk to Michael Mueller, tell him we missed him in the broadcasts lately.
Yeah, well, I think he's getting busy now on Thursday nights, so I don't know how long that's gonna last. He's just not available. I'll pass it on.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, it'd be good to talk to him again. He's a good feller, and we haven't got to talk to him in a little while. So if you talk to him, just pass it along. But Josh, man, great season for you, and we wish you the best of luck going into next season, Josh.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys next season.
That sounds awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So second place finisher there, Josh Kanata, and we got Todd Cray in the booth, but we will hold him to the last interview.
Yeah.
I think it's the right thing to do. Macaulay, you got this one?
Yeah, I got this one. Hey, John Webbish, you got Vern and Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Mark.
So I know you wanted to win. I mean, everybody wanted to win there, but talk us through your race. I know, third place. Are you happy with third? I know you want to win, but talk us through your race and kind of your season.
Yeah, I've never really been that good here, and you put me in this car, and I've been pretty terrible all season in this car. So I'm pretty happy with third. I knew I wasn't going to have anything for Todd up there, and then different pit cycles here and there. I think if I had somebody helping me out, talking to me in my ear, strategize a little bit better. But overall, pretty happy to come out of here third.
Yeah, how was the race? It looked like longer the run went on, the tighter your car got. Is that kind of how it went? The older your tires were?
Yeah, the tires, it felt like they got real greasy, so it was kind of back to the way it should have been last night. The Xfinity car, I didn't think drove anything like they used to here, so it was nice to have some fall off and kind of put it back in the driver's hands as far as taking care of your stuff. I ran the 5 car down there to finish third, and he was only, I think, 1 lap older on tires, so did a pretty good job there at the end of trying to save my stuff, but just didn't have the overall speed that Todd and Josh have.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good race. Like I said, I know it probably wasn't the full outcome that you wanted, but definitely a third is a solid performance. Overall, what are your thoughts on these cars? I know it's first season you've done on them. Is some car you like, or not really.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I mean, I run good in it, but it's also a battle of attrition. But we've got some issues with these cars. I think with net coding pretty bad and things like that. So if we could figure out a little bit more of these, and if I could fine tune my wheel a little bit better, I think it would be a big help. But I really miss the old Cup package, the one that everybody hated that you couldn't drive.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was that was my favorite Cup car to drive, so I missed that one pretty bad compared to this.
Yeah, no, I think I've heard mixed emotions about this car right now. So we'll see in next couple seasons if this car changes or not. If it's just going to be the same draft package as it is right now. So that'd be interesting coming up in the coming seasons.
Yeah, more power, less downforce, I think is the answer. Like a 750 package with half the spoiler, I think would be pretty good.
Yeah, no. So hopefully make some changes and see how it goes. Anybody you would like to thank while we got you in the booth here?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody here at the league, Justin, for he owns this and puts everything on. Andy and Don doing their admin thing that they always do, real professional about everything. And just thank everybody at the league for showing up and putting on races week after week and making it fun. Thank you guys for being here and able for us to go back and watch these races, especially the ones that we do good in. So it makes it a little more fun if we finish well to go back and watch. And I appreciate that. And it does a lot for iRacing too, gets their name out there, more races.
Absolutely.
You guys put out there. So that's the biggest thing too, is trying to spread awareness of our league and of iRacing in general.
And
People may
sim
not be doing
racing at that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's you're exactly right, man. I'll tell you what, John, you brought it home. Podium finish, podium in the championship this season. So that's got to be exciting and give you momentum going into next season.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I didn't think I was going to do well in these cars at all. And I really, had my moments of where I'd run well. So looking forward to next season now that I know, kind of what we're looking at and how fast some of these guys are. We got a lot of work to do.
Well, thank you, John. Congratulations. We're going to let you enjoy that. You got a little bit of off season. You can work on grabbing some more speed and going out and getting them next season, buddy.
Yeah, we're going to give it our best shot first.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
So that was our third place finisher there, and we got us the champion interview, McCauley.
Winner and a champion interview.
Winner and a champion. Let me do a little quick change here so we can pull his car up. And I'd like to get it in a burnout mode, but I got to run the replay around. We're going to move him up here anyway. He's a champion, right?
Yeah, he's a champion.
Todd Cray, you got Michael and Vern up here in the broadcast booth. Do you got a copy?
All right, guys, got you loud and clear.
Are you off cloud 9 yet?
Woo! Yeah, what a run, man. What a run. A lot of things in play there, and real happy to get the win, man, for sure.
Man, fantastic. Tell us about the race. How huge was it to pit during that first and only caution?
Yeah, it's something that I've done in the past. A couple times I've, been on the short end of stick when somebody does that. And looking at the guys we have here in the league and how many laps and with 5 sets of tires, I said, but I think we only got about a second and a half. I think that second run, I really buckled down and really hit my lines and, really started to move in that second run.
Well, in thinking about that, in mine and Michael McCauley's defense, when we seen you start on the front row, we told the field then that they were probably in trouble, did we not, McCauley?
Oh, we did. I think you can go back on the broadcast and we said it.
You haven't been known for your qualifying this season is why we said that.
Yeah, I needed to be ready. I mean, last night, we came out last night, tried to win it, had some bad luck, and learned a lot last night. And the tendencies tonight with the car felt a lot like last night. It tightened up and learned a lot last night that I was able to apply tonight. And that qualifying lap was a little surprising, but felt good. And but again, you got to stay out of trouble and make the pit stops.
Absolutely.
Don't speed on pit road. Everything that comes along with it. Sometimes it doesn't look like there's a lot going on, but there's actually a lot going on with the pit strategy. I seen Kanata. He was trying some strategy there, so I know he won a lot of races this year. So it was interesting, and just real happy to get the win.
Well, and finishing off, right here at Homestead tonight, Todd, I think you and him were the only two that won a chase race.
Huh? Wow. Well, I guess I won the right one. So
You've won 3 in a row now.
Yeah, we've been on a roll. Like I said, I usually get some momentum going into the playoffs and into the championship run, and we definitely had that in both series. Like I said, last night was some unfortunate situation. That was a good race, and congrats to Justin last night on that championship. And yeah, it was really cool, man.
Well, you were able to come over here in the Hyperdrive Cup Series, and, man, when you caught on fire, was it back in Dover, McCullough?
Yeah, I believe it was Dover.
It was Dover when we seen Todd Cray catch on fire, and you stayed on fire, and we can now call you the champion of the Hyperdrive Cup Series, Todd.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. I mean, Swift Motorsports, Don and Justin and everybody putting it together. And Butt Kicker, I heard I got something coming from Butt Kicker for the championship, so that's really cool. And
Well, the
Hyperdrive.
girlfriend or wife's going to like that, ain't they, McCullough?
Oh, yeah. You may lose your rig.
No comment, guys. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. So real happy about that, and those guys sponsoring the series, and like I said, Don
Absolutely.
and Justin, all the guys at Swift Motorsports putting on such a professional show, and now going to some recruiting, get ready for next season. I'm sure we'll have a big field, and look to defend here, and hey, we'll try to get that Xfinity series next year too.
Well, that'd be awesome. But we know you'll be a good champion for him, Todd. You've shown that this season. And what was that? Your 5th race win of the season. So you got the highest amount of wins this season. You're able to win at Homestead and win the championship. So congratulations on a stellar season.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I really didn't see it coming in this car. Still learning a lot. In the beginning, it just kind of felt more like IndyCar to me, but now I'm starting to get the hang of it, and starting to tweak the settings a little bit. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys making the call, and WFO Racing Network. Like I said, everybody from Swift, my cousin Jess, who's always around and rooting me on, and Trixie, and Infinite Hero for all they do for our veterans, and ECM Motorsports, Darren, Pat, guys, just really cool to win it.
So is your cousin's name Jessica on YouTube?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's your cousin in the start of every one of these races.
Yeah, I see it.
She gives you the "Let's Go Todd Cray."
Yeah. Jess, she's into it. She follows me, and we talk.
That's awesome, man.
We're family events. We're talking about it, so it's pretty cool to have her out there watching and root me on, and just. Really
Well, you
cool
did it
feeling.
tonight. You pulled in the win, and I think we pretty well knew coming in, all of us, that you had to win the race to win the championship.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I know some of the guys were fast. I know Tommy, Kanata. I mean, who else? I know Mraz is usually around. I mean, there's guys in here that could have ran away with it as well. It's just everything worked tonight. I didn't just paced myself and stayed out of trouble. And like you said, qualified, was able to set some early pace instead of being in the traffic.
Man, and I really think that's huge, looking at the first caution and how quickly that happened. You qualifying good kept you out of that.
Sure did. I know Justin was back there, and he got into it, and yeah, for sure. So I guess next year this is something I got to work on, so I don't have any of those bad weeks. But yeah, like I said, we're just still learning, and they said going to go into recruiting and come back next year and try to defend the title and support the league and all the sponsors, and yeah, it just feels like a big win, great championship, and yeah, we'll take it, guys.
Well, you earned it, Todd. You earned it 110%, man, and you deserve every bit of it. You're going to be a great champion. We've enjoyed having you in the booth all season long on these post-race interviews.
Awesome. I appreciate all the nice things you guthe say, and the more and more we talk, the better off it is, I think. So it's good talking to you guys.
We're gonna let you go celebrate, enjoy, and celebrate that championship now, Todd. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Yep. Woo. We'll catch you next season when you come back to defend it, man.
Great, guys. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
So that's our champion right there, Todd Cray, driver of the 22 car. And just like that, Macaulay, a 15-race season.
Yeah, it's done.
We did it all. We crowned how many different winners? A guy don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
different winners.
6 different winners this season out of 15 races. So there's a good statistic for you. We're
Yeah.
getting statistical now.
Get the calculator.
But the driver that won the championship has won the most races this season at 5. And you want to talk about dominating performances? 12 top 10 finishes out of 15 races. 7 top 5s. That means for half the season he was in the top 5, Macaulay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
And you go back and you look at Kanata in second. These aren't fluke numbers. I mean, if you look at the numbers back up where these guys are at. 3 wins for Kanata on the season. 8 top 5 finishes in 15 races. And 10 top 10 finishes over those 15. Put him second in points.
Yeah.
And I'm just going over these results because that's the kind of thing when you look at the numbers. Those 2 drivers were the only 2 that won a chase race.
Yeah. They were dominant in the chase.
Kanata won the first 2. And then starting at Dover, the last 3 was all won by the 22 of Todd Cray. And, of course, winning Homestead wins you the championship.
Yeah.
So
and we called it.
We did. We called it early. But we didn't want to call it. I don't want to call it for anybody because I don't have a favorite. I think if I was sentimental to one of them or had a favorite, man, I really pulled for Nick Hunt in the 00 a lot. Because he worked hard, he qualified well, and you really wanted to see him bring it home. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So I pulled for him, and Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger, but we've got so many drivers here. Look at the gentleman, Gary May, and I don't know where Gary's at tonight, but, man, he had the car in the top 8 coming into Homestead. I would really like to see him run, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate he wasn't here tonight.
It is, and we hope everything's going okay for you, Gary, and the gentleman, Gary May. We hope everything's going okay for you, buddy.
Yeah, look forward to seeing him next season.
But we had 8 drivers running for it, so they're the top 8 in points, and they're going to go down. We know who the top 3 were. We had them in here. So 4th in points is going to be the 5 of Chad Osborne, and he didn't fall out of that by far, did he?
No, he didn't.
He was up there running good, and he still brought it home with a good 4th-place finish. And in the top 5, Tommy Haynes, who we seen, unfortunately, running on the podium until he got disconnected, Macaulay.
Yeah, that was real unfortunate there.
And early on in the race, I thought the bootleggers were coming out for everybody.
Yeah, he led a couple laps.
I'm not going to lie. I thought they were coming out for everybody.
I was getting ready.
You were practicing.
I was.
And then Nick actually tied. Same amount of points as Tommy Haynes there. So we kind of got a tie for 5th, but I think they're going to give it to Haynes off finishes. So 7th, though, was Justin Gann. We seen him caught up in that caution early in the race. And that was just unfortunate.
Yeah, nothing he could do there.
No, but he brought the car back out. He finished it, and that was probably the difference in, 7th or 8th. But 8th was Gary May. Man, we seen May work hard to get in that chase, and I was really looking forward to him racing here in Homestead. And I know that we talked about that last week too. So it's just unfortunate that Gary missed tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely is.
But with that, I don't know what else to say, Macaulay. Thank you for coming in and commentating with me this season. You've made it a lot of fun. And we've been able to commentate these races together, and it's just been a really good, fun time.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
And I want to thank Swift Motorsports, specifically Justin Gann, Don Kidder, Andy Starcher, Gary Wells. Actually, all the drivers over here as well. All their fans, their family that come in to here and support the WFO Racing Network and just allow us to come over here and crack up a little bit and have fun and just really try to showcase their drivers. And I thank them for letting us come over and when we attempt to do that, Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
I mean, we can pretend with the best of them, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
So I did have one little hiccup, and I do want to once again apologize for that. And that, man, when your area is just growing uncontrollably fast, that's just kind of like the drawback to it. There's a lot more drawbacks than that. Traffic's a bitch.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yep. So maybe something will happen where they just kind of move away from my area at least. Maybe they'll get tired of the traffic they created, McCauley.
They may move out.
Man, I don't know. I know that a lot of people wanted to escape those states with draconian orders that they can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you come down here and it's free and wide open for the most part. So, hell, you can't blame people for wanting that kind of life, can you?
No, I can't.
But Bender with his over and unders, except we missed it on the championship race. Bender, damn it.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Nation 01, he joined us a few times this season over here, and he's been with me since the beginning of broadcasting, really. And that dates back to, I don't know, early 2018, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So a few years of us going at it here at the WFO Racing Network. And we want to thank the Hyperdrive Cup Series, of course, and Butt Kicker. Macaulay's girlfriend really wants to thank Butt Kicker.
We're not going to go there.
She really wants to thank Butt Kicker, and man,
I don't. No.
That's awesome. If they hook Cray up, that's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, no. Racing wise, he's going to enjoy that Butt Kicker. It's a whole game changer.
If he don't, another person in the household might.
Yeah.
Not going any further than that.
Nope, no need to.
But the Butt Kickers made it fun this season, so thank you, Butt Kicker. Made for some great commentary, too. And it's awesome, isn't it, McCauley?
Oh, it is.
It'll shake your rump while you're racing.
Oh, yeah. Just don't hit the wall.
Don't hit the wall. It'll blow your rump out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so 10:07, I think that's going to be it. We ain't just going to call it a good night. We're going to call it a good season. And we would tell people to come and join us next Thursday night, but I'm not going to be on YouTube, McCauley.
No, I won't be either.
You won't be either, but we will be on Tuesday and Wednesday night, won't we?
Yes, we will be.
We might not be in the capacity that we are now, but we'll have other roles on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Well,
some shape or form.
My Wednesday night will be doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, mine will be in the car. Well, the truck.
But my Tuesday night, I will be on the WFO Racing Network, but I'll be in a car. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
So you can come and pick on me as a driver. Oh, boy, I love losing races.
Yeah. I can hand you a penalty now.
I got to change that. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. And I can't thank you enough for stepping up and wanting to do that.
Yeah.
That means a lot, and it means a lot to everyone over there that's going to affect. And these guys over here, man, it's just been a ton of fun. Between back and forth of everything we do on iRacing, McCauley, it's a blast hanging out with you, man.
Yeah, no, I had fun. I enjoyed doing it, and if you want me back, I'll do another season with you.
Keep the bootleggers flowing.
Yeah.
You got to thank Tommy Haynes for turning you on to those things, McCauley.
Oh, I know. I mean, or not, because he's costing me money, too.
He's costing you money and may even be partially turning you into maybe, I don't know, drinking a little bit more than you normally would have.
Yeah.
No.
Nah. Just Thursday nights. I wouldn't drink this much on a Thursday night, but
And we wouldn't blame our drinking on anyone else anyway.
no.
We do that ourselves, but the bootleggers are just that good, right?
Oh, they are. They're great.
Man, Tommy's a good dude, and we know him as the bootlegger out there, so. And I talk to him on Facebook every once in a while. He sends me pictures of bootlegger displays and stuff, Macaulay.
Yeah. And speaking of bootleggers, I trying something different tonight.
What do you got?
Doing bootlegger Jello shots.
Nice.
Just trying something different. I'm like, I wonder what these would taste like.
Did you build the Jello shot, or someone else do it for you?
Oh, I did it.
He built his own Jello shot out of bootleggers.
We'll see how it turns out tomorrow.
You're gonna test on them tomorrow, huh?
Yep.
Well, we might have to get you on Discord. I'll have to jump on Discord, and you have to give me the rundown of it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You probably don't have to work on Saturday. I'm taking it.
Oh no, I do. But we're still going to try it.
A feller don't care, does he?
Oh no, we don't.
Yeah. All right. I might catch up with you tomorrow then.
All right.
And as far as everyone else goes, we'll be back online next Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So until we're back on Thursday nights, we'll see you then.
Yep. Good night.
Thank you for a great season, and have a great evening. And a safe weekend, too.
Yeah, definitely.
And a happy Friday. And heck, enjoy a bootlegger or 10.
We're 20.
Or 30. But be safe doing it and responsible. Thank you.